to my audience.
Okay. Should abortion be legal? The U.S. Supreme Court declared abortion as a fundamental right on January 22, 1973, in the case Roe v. Wade, as noted in the abortion.procon.org. Pro-choice supporters believe that abortion should be a woman's right and that neither the government nor religion should have any say in the matter. Pro-life supporters believe that life begins at conception and that abortion is ultimately a form of murder. According to abortion.procon.org, through 2011, there were nearly 53 million legal abortions performed in the U.S. The average is out to almost 1.4 million abortions per year. This is estimated that about 1 in 5 pregnancies end in abortion. What is abortion? The abortion procedure is also known as suction or vacuum curettage, as described in abortion.procon.org. This procedure uses a device with suction to remove the unborn fetus from the woman's uterus. This procedure is used when the woman is up to 16 weeks pregnant. After 16 weeks of pregnancy, the woman must have a procedure called D&E, which stands for dilation and evacuation. Another type of abortion is the abortion pill. According to the abortion.procon.org, within the first 7 to 9 weeks of pregnancy, a woman may choose to take the abortion pill RU-486, which will cause the fetus to abort itself. When does life begin? Life does begin at conception. Unborn babies are alive. They grow and develop each day. They move as they gain nourishment from their mothers. They have a right to life. Within the first month of conception, the fetus has a face with large dark circles for eyes. The mouth, lower jaw are developing, as well as the throat, according to WebMD.com. By 5 weeks of pregnancy, the heart, brain, spinal cord are developing, as well as the muscles and bones. The baby is alive and growing. Each unborn fetus should be considered a living human being. Abortion is murder. To state the record straight, abortion is murder. It is morally wrong to kill an innocent human being at any stage of development. According to abortion.procon.org, the U.S. government sees unborn babies as humans. The U.S. also has another federal law, the Unborn Victims of Violence Act, which protects an unborn child from assault or murder. This law states that anyone who intentionally kills or attempts to kill an unborn child will be punished. Abortion defies the word of God. The Bible states that by the time a baby is conceived, he is recognized by God as a person. Jeremiah 1:5 states, quote, "Before I formed thee in the belly I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb I sanctified thee." To support this event even further, the 6th commandment in the Bible reads, "Thou shalt not kill." This commandment applies to all humans, unborn or born. Fetuses can feel pain of being aborted. According to the website abortion.procon.org, I quote, Mary Kondixi, Ph.D., Associate Professor of Neurobiology and Anatomy and Adjunct Associate Professor of Pediatrics at the University of Utah School of Medicine, explains that the most primitive response to pain, the spinal reflex, is developed by 8 weeks gestation, and adds that there is universal agreement that pain is detected by the fetus in the first trimester. According to Kinwachi S.J. Anid, MBBS, Dr. Phil, Professor of Pediatrics, Anesthesiology, and Neurobiology at the University of Tennessee Health Science Center, if the fetus is beyond 20 weeks of gestation, I would assume that there will be pain caused to the fetus, and I believe it will be severe and excruciating pain. Bernard and Nathanson, MD, the late abortion doctor who renounced his earlier work and became a pro-life activist, stated that when an abortion is performed on a 12-month-old fetus, we, in an ultrasound image, the child's mouth open in a silent scream. This is the silent scream of a child threatened imminently with extinction, unquote. Cost of abortion versus planned birth control. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention, also known as the CDC, noted that in 2009 the average cost of a surgical abortion was $451. The average cost for medical abortion was $483. Abortions performed after 20 weeks can cost over $1,000. Abortions are far more expensive than birth control pills, which cost on average about to $50 a month, according to PlannedParenthood.org. The Menera or Nexpleno are forms of insertions for birth control which can prevent pregnancies for up to 5 years, as noted on the bedsider.org website. Risk to the mother. Abortions may cause psychological damage to the mother. Women who have abortions are at a higher risk for developing depression or anxiety. These women also have a higher chance of committing suicide than women who carry babies to term. These consequences can also carry over to the fathers. Men whose partners had abortions experienced regret, sadness, or depression. Abortion in the first trimester may lead to miscarriages and later pregnancies, especially if those aborted pregnancies were performed by vacuum aspiration. Abortions also may cause cancer in women. Springer.com reported that abortion is significantly associated with an increased risk of breast cancer, and that the risk of breast cancer increases as the number of abortions increases. When considering all the negative consequences that can stem from abortion, you must agree that abortion should not be legalized. Abortion is murder. Abortion goes against the word of God. Unborn fetuses experience torture during the abortion process. Abortions are expensive, much more expensive than birth control pills or interceptions. There are many severe consequences for the mother after having an abortion, not to mention for the father as well. Abortion is wrong, so many different levels. Abortion should stop. Abortion should be illegal.